That's fiction. Let's go back to real life now. Our Vince Girasoli live for us at the Vatican. And Vince, what a day and what a thing to be a part of for you, I'm sure.
Well, you know why it was especially exciting? Because I'm from Chicago, and we have a Chicagoan now who's working at that big church behind me. I mean, it just really is incredible. He grew up in Dalton, so we can call him Dalton's own. He attended church there as well, St. Mary of the Assumption. He's a very well-educated man. He studied at a lot of institutions, but he also studied at Chicago Theological Union, where he was able to get even closer to his faith. So that's the man who is close to his roots in Chicago, close to his faith, even though he spent a good portion of his career overseas, working in Peru and then working here at the Vatican. But as soon as the white smoke appeared, I jumped down into the crowd, and you could really sense this joy in the crowd. You could sense it was kind of like a calm joy. Everyone was just excited to hear who the new pope would be. And then when the name was announced, there was like this hush came over the crowd. Who is it? Who is that man? Oh, he's from the United States. He'll be the first pope from the United States. Just incredible. And then a little bit more than an hour later, he appeared on the balcony outside of St. Peter's Basilica. And this is when he began to speak. And I think his first words are so important to everyone. He said, "Peace be with all of you." Now that comes directly from the Catholic Mass, but it was so important because he followed it up by talking about how peace is necessary from all countries. And then he used a word that you don't have to speak Italian to understand, tutti. He said we need to be a church for tutti, embracing everyone, being there for everyone. And if you take a look at his past, that includes being part of a missionary church, being there for those who are downtrodden, for those who are often ignored, welcoming the stranger into the church. And that crowd down there was emotional today. So I didn't use a great big camera. I was using my phone. I was in the crowd, and yes, I got to speak to some people from Chicago. You've got to meet Cole. He's a student at Notre Dame College. He's on a semester here, but he's from the north side of Chicago, from Lincoln Park. Here's his reaction to the Pope from Chicago.
The new Pope, in addition to being American, was born in Chicago and raised in Chicago. Why is it so awesome?
Because Chicago, the people in Chicago, the culture is unbeatable. The people are the most welcoming, the most, I don't even know how to say it. It just makes me proud to be a Chicagoan. It makes me proud to have the first American Pope. It's so cool to be here. I love everything that the city's about.
Did you ever expect something like this, an American Pope?
No, I did not. Everybody was talking about the favorites. Not being the American. So hearing Americano whispered throughout this crowd, having one of my friends be the Italian translator, figuring out who it was, like this is super exciting.
Where are you from?
So it's been about 20 minutes that our newscast has been talking about some very, very serious things when it comes to the new Pope. But I just got to say some things that probably a lot of Chicagoans are thinking right now. Does he have a Chicago accent? Maybe we'll hear that from time to time. An awful lot is made of the fact that he speaks 5 languages, but here's something that went through my mind today, and I bet you guys back in the studio are thinking this too. Are they going to have deep dish pizza on the menu here at the Vatican from now on?
Yeah,
maybe.
Hot dogs.
I'm being a little bit lighthearted.
Well,
I'm being a little bit lighthearted here, but that's the humanity of a pope.
Right.
When a pope can bring that to the masses, the pope can also appeal to people of faith in the ways that they need it as well.
Vince, I know you're aware of how time works, and we're about to lose our window with you. So in the 2 minutes we have left, what do you think is the significance and the magnitude of this Pope coming from the U.S. and Chicago in particular?
It's just my opinion, but I would say the fact that he's coming from the United States at a time when the United States and its dedication to some of its allies is being questioned, this is almost a statement from the Vatican saying, no, someone from the United States can be a uniter, can be someone who can solidify the ties that bind us together and that have been like this for centuries and have been like this with our allies. And I think that is what we're seeing in the choice of a North American Pope. We're seeing a group of cardinals who came together and made a significant choice to make that message.
Vince Girasoli live for us in Vatican City, giving us some great perspective and asking the tough questions about the Vatican's cafeteria and selection of Chicago's favorite foods. Thank you so much, Vince.
Thanks, Vince. Our Sabrina Franza has been looking into the Pope's local connections here in Chicago. She joins us now with more. Sabrina, let me start with